What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of How Long of a Video Can Scarecrow Make Off of a Discord Message and 2 Screenshots? But for real, we got some new information about the brand new map here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and honestly, it's some exciting stuff and a couple things that are a little bit disappointing, so let's get into it. Now, this first image was shared on social media today and just further confirms that beavers are coming to the game, which we pretty much already knew from the little teaser trailer they released yesterday. I mean, what else would this mean? There's a tree that's clearly been chewed down by a beaver just laying on the ground. I'd say it's pretty safe to say at this point, beavers will be coming to the game, pretty much guaranteed. And then shortly after, Patricia dropped a screenshot in the Discord for the Hunter Call of the Wild, which is a nice looking screenshot. I mean, it's a very beautiful scenic image. So far from what we've seen, this map is going to be absolutely beautiful. This is probably going to be one of the prettiest maps in the entire game. But aside from those screenshots, we got a whole lot more information about this map. So, Vivi put in the official Discord a bunch of information about the upcoming map, and let's start reading it. It says it will be a full-size map, so it's not going to be a small map like Salsvisen Park was. It will have multiple biomes, which we tend to expect from most big maps, which is nice. It will have a new Great One. Love to see it, man. So we are getting a new Great One confirmed, which we kind of thought that we probably were, but there hadn't been any confirmation on it. So that's nice to know that we will get a new Great One. I would love to see a Rocky Mountain Elk or a Mule Deer Great One, so hopefully they do one of those. Only time will tell, because we've made some really cool concepts of both of those Great Ones in the past that just look absolutely stunning and be a phenomenal addition to the game. The map will include story missions, which, you know, for those that enjoy the missions, that's an awesome little feature. I'm not a huge fan of missions, but I know quite a few of you do enjoy them. It will come with a new weapon, so the map will come with a weapon, which we usually get, if I'm not mistaken. There's been very few maps that didn't come with a weapon. Most of them do have one bundled with it. There will be several new species, which is also something we expect out of a map. Typically, we get anywhere from like 5 to 10 new species, depending on what type of species they are. Obviously, maps like Revontuli came with more new species because a lot of them were birds, but if it's got a bunch of big game, there will probably be less than 10 new species. It says the map will have some remodeled animals, so it seems like some animals are going to be getting a revamp to make them better. So fingers crossed that this map has caribou and they get some type of an improvement to their antlers, because that is something that desperately needs to be done. Now, here is the sad part of this. The map will not have polar bears, seals, or walruses. Vivi says, we know this disappoints many people, but it's still early and we don't want to keep building hype just to let you all down. It will not have a new trophy lodge, but our devs are aware that it's a big ask from the community. So no polar bears, no trophy lodges. Little bit of an unfortunate thing, but I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully in the future we will get those. I mean, they know that the community wants polar bears now because of how much they've talked about it throughout this little rollout of this map. I would say it's safe to say that sometime in the future we'll probably get polar bears. I mean, the Hunter Classic has them, so why not get it in Call of the Wild as well? But it seems that it just won't be in this update here. Vivi also said there will be more news next week. You will see more than one more trailer before release, which is awesome to hear. We will show you the full animal list before release. Awesome. Love to see it. There will be no live streams. We hope to be back in the future and have more devs, just not anytime soon. So that's disappointing, man. I always enjoyed the Jaxi streams. It's been kind of, I don't know, just not as exciting ever since they stopped doing them. But, I mean, it is what it is. Can't have everything. Can't always be winning, I suppose. So it is what it is, man. These little teasers have been pretty good, so I can't lie. They have been good. I just wish we had the streams so that we'd have a full hour of stuff to dig through. And the very final thing that was talked about right here is actually something I'm quite excited for. We will have early access for content creators. Let's go. Love to see it. Hopefully it's going to be a longer early access than what we saw with the last DLC, the weapon pack, because one day to show things off was kind of brutal, so hopefully we have at least a few days to do it. Then it says there will be more trailers, behind the scenes stuff, lots more social content, and more opportunities to talk to us for answers. So that's good. Seems like there will be a ton of build up to this release, which is always nice to see. Another thing that was confirmed in a different message was that there will be more bug fixes and improvements to the game, which, I mean, it's always good to get more bug fixes. The game always is going to have bugs. That's just pretty much any video game out there, especially AAA video games nowadays. It seems like Call of the Wild's outdoing most of them at this point. Call of the Wild's honestly been pretty good with keeping bugs down, especially if you guys are familiar with what the game was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was a buggy mess, and nowadays it's honestly pretty good, but it's good to see that they're still focusing on those bugs that do remain, focusing on any new ones that pop up, and just making sure that they keep the game as playable as possible. But for those of us that have been playing since the beginning of this game's existence, the bugs nowadays are nothing compared to what they used to be. Let me know in the comments what you want them to show off, and also let me know what type of map you think this is going to be. Now that we know it's not going to have polar bears, seals, or walruses, but does have beavers and is clearly a snowy map, where do you think it is? I'm leaning more and more towards British Columbia, Alberta, or the Northwest Territories. I definitely think it could be any of those, although it would be kind of strange to do a Northwest Territories map without polar bears, but who knows? Wouldn't be the first time they've done a map and left out like a certain species that a section of the community really wanted. For example, Virunga Savanna without elephants. But I do have faith this is going to be a fantastic map regardless. We haven't really seen that much on it, so I'm going to need to see more about the map before I make a full judgment on how good it's going to be. Hearing that we have a new great one coming with a new map, reworked species, new species, it does get me pretty excited because that's a whole lot of stuff to mess around with in the game. And you guys know for a fact that whenever we do get early access and are able to show things off, we're going to be covering literally everything that you could possibly cover with the new map. So be sure to get notifications on so you guys will not miss any of that info. Also, if you guys want to see all of these little teasers they throw out and get my opinions on them, be sure to hit the notification bell as well. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, hit the like button, all those goodies. I was working on a Northwest Territories concept map. I actually fully edited it, and then they released this, and I included polar bears in that video, so I'm probably going to have to go back and cut those out now that it's been confirmed that polar bears will not be coming with this next map. I talked about in the last video that I had to push that video back, but once again, we're going to have to push it back even further while I make some changes to it before it goes live so it will actually make sense since polar bears have been confirmed to not be on the map. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. That's going to be the end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, hit the notifs, leave a comment, leave a like. I'll see you later. Peace.